Phil, you've made a point during the week in particular to say that the Crows are going to train really hard through the NAB challenge period. But still, were you a little bit concerned about the sluggish start that, giving the Cats jumped out of the box? I
just think Geelong's pressure early was just, they were fantastic. I think they won the ground balls convincingly and they had us on the back foot. So I think it was a little bit more that it was how well they started than how poorly we started.
So maybe perhaps not quite ready for their intensity?
Yeah, probably. But, good team, all that. I was disappointed with the first quarter. Last week I was disappointed with our last quarter. So we've got a bit of work to do.
What is the response after half-time in terms of getting numbers around the footy and intensity?
I was pleased a couple of times in the game where we sort of got the momentum back our way a little bit, but then Geelong again answered with a couple of quick goals. So that disappointed me. But there were some patches in the game where I thought we were good, but overall we just didn't deal with their pressure well enough.
And just your defensive actions in that first half, that first quarter particularly, work to do?
Oh, yeah, I'm on record to say we've got a bit of work to do in our team defence. They kick really straight, but I was happy with the limit to inside 50s we kept them to tonight and kept them under 100 points. They've kicked plus 100 plus here a few times. So, no, but I'll take on board what you said. We've still got a bit of work to do.
How did you go injury-wise tonight?
No injuries.
And next week, do you pick a stronger side? Have you got more guys coming back?
We haven't got too many more. We were unfortunate in this game that Jensch and Henderson, we just managed them, and then Henderson was sick this morning, so they'll both come back into the team. But we haven't got too many more other than that.
What have you got in support for Daniel Talia? Is Podsy likely to play back?
Yeah, we've got a young backline, so Podsy Adelaide gives a little bit of experience down there, so I'm probably keen to have him there, but I also want to get some time into Cole Hartigan. And Cole Chaney also brings some experience, so that's probably the area where we've got to be really good at team defence to protect those guys. But I've got a lot of confidence in those three guys that they'll stand up. I thought Talia again tonight was really good.
How did you think the forward line structured?
I thought Tex was pretty good, better than last week. Lynch kicked 2 goals. Jenkins didn't have a great game, and Eddie was probably well held. So we probably didn't have the avenues to goal that I was hoping, and I think Lynch was the only one who kicked multiple goals. So we need to do better to get the job done in that regard.
On Hartigan, how did you see his game tonight, and was it a good sort of experience for him?
Yeah, like I said, we need 50 games into Kyle as quick as we can. Like I said, I've got a lot of time for Kyle, and I think he'll get where he needs to go, but Mitch Clark on a couple of occasions tonight was too good for him.
What did you think of Cam Ellis-Yeoman's game? You haven't obviously known a lot of him.
Yeah. No, I actually liked Cam's game last week, and I thought again he showed some things tonight. He probably kicked a handball. I think he had something like 16 handballs and 6 kicks. So I'll have to have a word to him about that. But no, he was encouraging.
Is it sort of time that guys like that took that step through to help Dangers, Sloans, these guys who you have to normally turn to repeatedly to win that contest?
Yeah, we're hoping for Jared Lyons and Matt Wright and Brodie Martin and all those guys to step up. And Brad Crouch, I think, has taken a step forward. He's a little bit slow early, but I was happy with his game at the end. And we always know that it takes time for young guys though, and you go through the midfield. I think they started with Bartel, Selwood and Guthrie, so not a bad line-up in their centre square.
What mix of Dangerfield playing forward and midfield do you envisage this year, Phil?
I think he'll play a bit of both, so we'll just see. It's game by game. Probably wanted to start him a little bit more forward in this game, and then we needed him to go on ball because we just weren't competing hard enough inside. And I thought his second quarter got us back going again, and then late in the game we saw what he can do up forward. So no, he'll play a mix of those positions.
The host broadcaster actually flashed up on the big screen a picture of Patrick in a Geelong Guernsey while the game was going. Is that disappointing?
Wow, you're in Geelong, you know that's going to happen. So, look, we won't comment on the Dangerfield situation, but I can assure our fans that we're doing everything possible to try and get his signature.
How have you told him to personally deal with the speculation, Phil?
I've had private conversations with Patrick, and they'll stay that, but he's contracted the Adelaide Footy Club and he has to perform at the best that we expect from all our players, and that's what I've asked him to do.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks,
Good stuff. Thanks.